The real-life situation I found is a video from the Discovery Channel about an experiment done where two images of the same person were displayed, but the first image is a normal picture of the person's face, while the second image is modified to make the face more symmetrical. The majority of people found the second picture to be more attractive, even though the person was the same in both the pictures. They gave reasons such as the eyes are more aligned or the nose is proportionate to the face for choosing the second image instead of the first one. I extracted the knowledge issue: how does symmetry affect our knowledge of beauty? During the European Renaissance, artists and architects used an equation known as the golden ratio to map out their masterpieces. The ratio for lengths to width of rectangles of 1.61803 is the most appealing to the eye. Thousands of years later, scientists adopted this mathematical formula to help explain why some people are considered more beautiful and others are not. The Mona Lisa is a perfect example of a perfectly symmetrical face that many find very appealing to the eye. Her beautiful smile appears to change, and her eyes seem to follow you as you move about her. Her proportions have been examined extensively, and Da Vinci seems to have made extensive use of the golden proportion in its creation. So, could her perfectly symmetrical face be the reason why we find this art piece so appealing? Indeed, our knowledge of beauty can change around time. However, this art piece, created hundreds of years ago, still appears to be very appealing to the human eye. This means that throughout time, the golden ratio has affected what we consider beautiful, and it will continue to affect what we will consider beautiful. On the other hand, emotion can shape what one considers beautiful. Symmetry plays no role in the emotions of a person towards a certain object or another human being. Here is an extract from Neruda's poem 17. I do not love you as if you were salt, rose, or topaz, or the arrow of Carnacius the fire shoots off. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved, in secret between the shadows and the soul. Neruda uses language to evoke emotion in the reader. The poet himself put a lot of emotion in his writing to express his deep feelings of love. Through the beauty of language, one can perceive the love Neruda talks about to be very beautiful. His use of similes and metaphors embellishes the language and evokes emotion in the reader that make him find the beauty in Neruda's work. Language and emotion can work together to evoke feelings in the reader that will change the way a certain text is interpreted. In this poem, Neruda focuses on the beauty of love, not the physical beauty like mentioned before in the golden ratio. Finally, my personal example is one where I perceive beauty through sensory perception. The Parthenon, located in Athens, Greece, looks perfectly symmetrical and straight, which is why it is so appealing to the human eye. The first time I saw it, I was amazed. I could not believe that such a building could have been made so long ago, and it still seems so beautiful. Looking at it from the perspective of someone who sees this building for the first time, I believe that it was the perfectly aligned columns and the proportionate ratio of the length of the walls that made the Parthenon seem so beautiful to me. Throughout time, symmetry has played an important role in defining what is beauty.